Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again, going to be picking up Atmasphere right where we said we would, on level 7. This is a rage game. That's what we're covering this week on our session gameplay series. First episode we talked about the mechanics, what we're doing, how I'm playing the game. This episode's episode 2. We're going to go deep dive into those mechanics and see if they sustain us through the next episode. If the game evolves, we'll talk about that and get a little bit more information, what's going on under the hood. This game is very simple. It is very much like Getting Over It or Up or something like that, where it's just you have one mission. You have to get from left to right, and you have to get there collecting these crystals, collecting these power pips that you'll see, and you only have the movement, W-A-S-D, to do that. Beyond that, there's traps, there's challenges, and there's just little obstacles along the way. I will have a link for the game should you want to try and get it for yourselves. This game is currently on a huge sale where it's less than $1 at the time of recording, and it's I think January 3rd is when the sale ends. So if you want to try and pick it up for yourselves, now's the time to do it. While you're down there, if you want to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button, help grow the channel, help grow the community, that'd be great. I will have a Discord link down there too. It's newly fashioned, fabricated, created for the busy gamer community out there to help other busy gamers find busy gamer friends and build we'll say a network of people that just want to sit down and play a game every once in a while, but maybe don't feel like they should or have the ability to, and talk it out. Oh, yep, see, there's our first death, and we're all the way back at the beginning. That's our first death. Maybe that was a very bad plug. Yeah, come join us, we have death. Ow. I took a little bit of a break, and I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have taken a break between recordings. I shouldn't have taken a break between the recordings here, because all I've done now is just created some level of opportunity here for the game to be like, haha, you left me. Now I'm going to dial up the difficulty extremely. But as I was saying, this game is very simple in its presentation. We are literally going from right to left, but you see the obstacles are increasing, where we have these little buzzsaws that are going to knock us if we are not careful. We have the ever-present death of falling off the track, and we're just going left to right, trying to get to our girlfriend, our pink marble friend. I assume they're a marble. Maybe they're another steel ball. I actually haven't really asked them. There's not a lot of dialogue when you're a giant steel ball rolling around. So one would expect that they are, at least somewhat, I don't want to say sentient, because we're the ones who are controlling them. But one would expect them to have some level of communication. Otherwise, why would he be doing this? What is our motivation as a character? Huh? What's our motivation to get across this perilous track? There we are. Good. Okay, good. The music in this game, I love it. It's very medieval tavern-y. I think it's fun. I think it fits the game quite nicely. The reason why we're covering this game is I don't usually do rage games. 2 reasons. One, I love the backdrop. The backdrop is this, pine tree, and I thought it was very I should say not tree. Yep, I know, it's not a tree, it's a forest. You can see the different trees, I know. The music's really good, I like that. That's it fits very well with the aesthetic and the pine tree forest background. But the second reason, and I talked about this in the first episode, was on a fundamental level, I am an older gamer. If you've never played a game called Marble Madness, that game is like the very first rage game ever. It is one of those games that you played as a kid and knowing that you were going to lose, knowing that you weren't going to understand it, and that it would consume an afternoon very easily, very, very, very easily. And it was the very early adaptation of like a physics-based system where inside Nintendo they had a marble that would clack around and you'd try and make it from one point to the other. And that's all it was. That's all it was. All right. Now I'm gonna say that there's something up there. I'm gonna say we have no ability to control the camera, by the way. What you see is what you get. So I'm gonna check the top here, see if there's anything secreted squirreled away, and I don't know if it's gonna fall or not, and how it's gonna fall. Go. Oh, way. I'm trying. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah. There is something. It falls. Okay. Well, that was somewhat satisfying, but a little bit of a waste of time. Nope. Don't like that. Don't like that. This better be worth it. This better be worth it. Alright, I don't know what would make this worth it. I don't know what this would make this worth it. I mean, it's rewarding to get to the end, that's for sure. You know, when you're through here and you're just like, wow, that was an enjoyable experience. It's not... I shouldn't say it was enjoyable. It was an experience. It's definitely one of those things where, as a gamer, and when you're sitting down to play games, you play games oftentimes to unwind, to relax after a busy day of doing things. Turn your brain off. That's not this game. This game, I don't think, would allow you to turn your brain off. So if you're looking for more stimulation, more frustration, more predicament to put your life into, then try this game out. I think that this game would be really good to that mechanic, to that ideal. Okay, now speaking of mechanics, though, there's a segue for you. The mechanics have not changed. It's just the environment has changed. So really, all we are doing is we are WASD moving across the scaffolding here, across the platforms, as it were, as the marble. And just the obstacles are what's changing. The environment is what's changing around us. So the player being a simple marble in this game is not a bad thing, because the environment is what challenges you. You have no boost. You have no jump. You have no invincibility. You have no fly. You are a literal marble, steel ball bearing, barreling down the track. And it is your job to survive as the player, and that's it. Oh, I see one jumped back there. What is that one? There's like one back there. I don't know what that means. I feel like those ones are not where they're supposed to be. Or maybe they're visual distraction. Yeah. Yep, they're a visual distraction. They're like, oh, they're coming this way. Yep, okay. That's tricky. That's tricky. I'm sitting there focusing on them in the background, knowing that they're not going to affect me, and I should have been paying attention to the ones in the foreground that were going to run. So I equated this to playing like a little bit of Dark Souls. I think that Sen's Fortress or Sen's Funhouse from Dark Souls 1, that's what this reminds me of. That's what this game reminds me of, where the marbles are the balls rolling around and destroying you and ruining your run, hopes and dreams, other than making you have to run back and get your souls 14 times. Don't ask me how I know how I do that, because that's what I had to do many times. Yeah, it was not fun. Alright, let's keep going this way. Let's go this way. I do not... At this point, we have not seen any branching paths, like go left or go right. Everything leads linearly to the end of the track. So, you know, you don't have to worry about exploration in this game. It is always going to lead you to a nice and tidy end, unless we're missing 10 pips. That's interesting. We missed 10. This is the first time that we've missed them. I don't know where they are, but we'll have to go back maybe. If you're a completionist like I am, I might have to go back and find them. But now we'll have to be on the lookout. 330, so that gives us an indication of how long this course is going to be. So we gotta be very careful about where we're at. Or maybe if I died, do they take them? Is that something? I don't know. I did not see if that we'll say I call these power balls. Oh, look, a branching path. Right after I said it. I'm gonna go this way. Because this one doesn't have the... Right after I said it, it didn't say anything about... Oh, yep, okay, so we do have to go back. So there is a little bit of a setup situation here where we've got to go push things open and create a path. Not a shortcut like in Dark Souls, but literally we have to push that block. Or box, I should say, not block. Oh, no. Yeah, we have to push this block over here. And then make our way back. Oh, that's fun. That's great. That's also terrible, because I don't know how we make that jump. We have to get a lot of speed. We'll have to get a lot of speed. Alright, yep. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, we'll have to get a lot of speed. But we have a ramp that we gotta figure out. Alright, let's do it. Yeah. Aha! Made it! We gotta go this way. Alright, cool. And then... no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Why can't we just put railings on everything, huh? Game? Why do we gotta have them here? Just put railings on everything, please. Thank you. Like, where's your OSHA rep? He's gonna have a field day. Oh, jeez. Oh. Alright, let's go. Is there anything here? No, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Alright, fine. Fair enough. Checkpoint. Yes, checkpoint, please. Thank you. Let's take these right here. Oh! Okay, so verified. Death does not take any of our pips. So literally, I just missed them. They were somewhere in the, in the board, and I missed them. All right, let's do this. Let's come on. Let's go this way. Yeah. If I had toes, I would be clinging them to the edge to try and stabilize myself. But no, I don't. I am yet a marble, a ball bearing, rolling through the environment, collecting crystals on my way to my beloved, who lives really, really far away in the dark side of town. I would hope that she's got a good reason to do that. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a terrible idea. Yep, that's a terrible idea. Oh, that's tilted. Did not see that was tilted. Okay, we're okay. Everything's fine here. How are you? Got it. Okay, good. I would love a checkpoint, and I hope that there's one coming up. So the game has not been cruel, is what I will say, to me. It has not dropped any of these platforms out from underneath me. It has been very straightforward with its tricks that it is showing me. Where it's like, hey, this is, tilted, there's a saw blade, there's rolling balls, etc. There's an obstacle here. So it has not tried to trap me, as it were. Oh, thank the maker. Good. Alright, let's run up this hill. Yeah, so, let's see, where do I gotta go? Oh, I gotta go this way. I gotta go around and push the board out of the way. Ah, yes, the enemy of all marbles, the board. I was worried that I wasn't going to get it far enough out to where it was going to fall off, but I assume that that's in some type of design where that back end is maybe a little heavier. Yeah, even these pegs. Why can't we just have these pegs, this fence post type of system along the whole edge? That would be making this so much easier. So much more straightforward as the, as the way to get around here. But no, we don't want to do that? Fine, whatever. So, to give you context, the first episode, we went through 6 levels, in about 15 minutes. This episode, we've only gone through, 1 level. We did 7, and now we're just, we're a third of the way. Well, a little more than a third of the way. We'll say we're a fifth of the way from completing the second level 8, I should say. So yeah, take that into consideration when you play this game. That the game, come on, go, is it gets progressively longer. The boards get longer and require you to sit and play them for just a longer period of time. Period. And that's something good, actually. That's something good, because I was worried that the boards were going to be somewhat fast. I don't think it matters. Doesn't matter. Oh, that's right on the edge. That's right on the edge. All right. Well, slow down. Don't get antsy. There's the end. Is this it? We got all the pips this time. All right. Hello. All right. Cool. So, what have we learned? That the game's difficulty has increased ever so slightly in between each level in a good way for the player to feel challenged and occupied. That the mechanics, the boards, do have branching paths. That's important because you're not going to be confined to one direction all the time. You have to look at the challenges in front of you and decide which trajectory you want to take. There are setups that you have to give your character, your marble here, for You know, moving a box so you can get across an opening, pushing a board out of the way. And that's I guess branching paths are not really the right terminology, because there was only one branching path and it really didn't matter because they all led back to the same, oh, that was dark and scary, the same location. So, and we could easily go back. It wasn't like a exclusive you pick a left or right side. So I guess branching paths might be in the wrong terminology, but there were paths that did branch, requiring us to go certain directions. See, these fences are going to lull you into a false sense of security, because I guarantee you in later levels, they're not going to be there. They're not going to be there, and you have to be able to pause yourself at the bottom. That's what Marble Madness was. Marble Madness required you to learn the sensitivity of the button inputs and stop yourself. It was vicious, and that's what this game reminds me of, and it brings back that fundamental fear. Alright, so yeah, here. So this is what I was talking about. Yeah, so this isn't quite a branching path, it's just we are required to go a different way and then come back the way we came. But all roads lead home. Alright, so let's ram this. Got that in one. Nice. Now let's hopefully we can get back in one. And then we'll be good to go. Yay! Yay! Stop it. I was going a little too fast there. I had to take a break. Alright, good. Alright, nice. Let's keep going. I don't know. This one is not, it's only, I say only, 218, so it's not nearly as long as the last level, but it's definitely got some length to it. I'm assuming that later levels, like this goes, there's 1 to 30. I don't think there's any like DLCs or anything like that beyond that. I think that there's a level at which you you know, maybe just accept that speedrunning this game is, if you want to keep going, you're not going to get more maps, as it were. Oh no! There we are. Good. Awesome. There we are. Good. Okay. I guess I go this way first. Yeah. Okay. I see. I see. Oh no. Okay. Ready. Line up and. Oh, so close. So close. Alright, now. Let's go this way. Yeah. Oh, don't bump me. Don't bump me. Get off me. Get off me. I'll just let myself roll down. I'm not going to hit the... Alright, now I have to. Now I have to because there's an uphill. Now, I want to see if my kids can build some of these levels and see what they look like with their marble runs. Of course, depending on how, you know, mentally taxing this game would be, I don't know if I'll get upset. I'll be like, no, too many, too much. Oh my gosh. Keep going. Go this way. Up here. So yeah, as far as the mechanics go, and as far as the design go, being episode 2, we're talking about that. I don't think the game does a bad job with increasing the difficulty. I think it scales pretty well. Gives the player opportunities to challenge themselves. You have to keep your wits about you at all times. You have to make sure you're understanding what the traps are doing and how they're flowing. And if you're not, you're going to have a bad time. You're going to get knocked off, and you're going to have to go back to checkpoint or start. All right, keep going, keep going. Right there. We're really close to the end on this one, which is good. Good, good, good. Keep going, keep going. All right. I was worried that I was getting lulled into a false sense of security, and that was that's what these games tend to do to me, is where I'll be just trucking along like, I got this, and then all of a sudden, like, the paths narrow down to like 1 pixel, and you're just like, what? Or like something comes flying out of the off screen and just snatches you up, kills you, or something like that. Yep. Not a fan of that. Alright, let's see. We've got only 8 more, and there it is. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. It's only so far that one level did we not do well in. But this was Busy Gamer down. This was Busy Gamer Dad doing Atmasphere. I'll have a link for the game should you want to pick it up. Currently it's on sale till January 3rd at the time of recording for less than $1. This is a rage game difficulty, but it's not terrible. This isn't terrible. I say that knowing that I'm only a third of the way through. There's 30 levels in the game, and I know the ramping difficulty is going to be there. Like, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. Hopefully you stick around for episode 3. We're going to talk about, is this a good game? My opinions on it, my closing thoughts. We hope to see you then. Later.